8,900 pounds on the nose, a one-owner Cougar 29 RKS opposing living slide rear kitchen and camp kitchen couples camper. Coming back to us here at Haylett RV Brokers of Coldwater, Michigan. Originally sold to its one and only owner just down the street at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. To some folks, unfortunately, they had to use this as kind of a temporary housing situation after they suffered an unfortunate, their house burned down, basically. So they lived in this briefly. Now that they've got a new home back in place, they're out of the RV. I said, hey, can you guys find a new home for this thing for us? And we said, you bet. Now, my first impression, overall impression, I guess you'd say, of the RV, needs a cleaning. That's just about it. The folks, like I said, had lived in it for about 3 months, accumulated a little bit of, living dust. Then they got moved back into their house. They were tired. Moving sucks. I get it. And they said, hey, look, we didn't clean this the way that we would want to, and we just want to get rid of it. Can you help us out here? So sure, we'll list it. So keep in mind, you might want to spend a day going through just doing a quick surface clean on it. And if you're like, I don't want to do that, but I want that RV, give our team a call. We have a wash bay. We can run this thing and get it cleaned inside and out for you. Just let us know. There's things that we can do to help you there. So we've got that theater seat, wall hugging, directly across from the entertainment center. That is one of the things I like about this. It's got a nice wide open entryway, and right when you walk in, all you see are panoramic windows. Just tons of light and air. However, this is the 29 RKS. The rear kitchen is one of the biggest stars of this RV, and the storage that it brings and the amount of space, but while still feeling wide open, it's an awesome combination of features here. We're going to start over here next to that 8 cubic foot fridge with that big kitchen pantry. You're going to be in and out of that thing all day long. But what's nice is they have some big, deep overhead storage here. This actually gives you a place to put, like a skillet, pots, pans, things like that. A lot of RVs don't. Another thing this gives you is plenty of prep space. Rear kitchens are great for that. And having those power outlets down where you can actually reach them with these short cord appliances that everyone seems to be shipping nowadays. That is just fantastic. Not to mention, as we scroll back here a little bit, look to the left next to that big viewing window, more outlets. We've got space for more pots and pans, cereal boxes, what have you. Pitchers for your sweet tea. Place for a wastebasket down here. And then some handy, drawers right here in the kitchen, right where you're going to need them. But as we wrap around the counter, you can see how they don't waste an ounce of space. Every little nook and cranny they opened right up to really give us a maximum amount of kitchen capacity. But that's not all. You've got a little bit of a pantry-tainment center going on over here. Even the entertainment center gets in on the act. There is a very fair amount of storage on either side of that electric space heating fireplace or either side of the television. And that thing right there is a impressive space heater. Those are unsung heroes in this business. People say, I don't need a fireplace. Have you ever been in an RV that has one? They're awesome. They produce a ton of heat. Now, obviously, this TV can swing around. That's a double-jointed swing arm. So it can face toward the kitchen, toward the dining table, toward the theater seating, toward the sofa, or you can kind of split the difference between the two places, and maybe over here between that hide-a-bed and the theater seat, you can create a little bit of your own little conversation corner. And once again, tons of windows for tons of airflow. Another thing I like about that arrangement right there, when that hide-a-bed's open, it does not block off the entire RV. So let's say you've got a guest, whether it's a grandkid, an adult, or whatever, for the weekend. If you want to wake up and get back here in the kitchen, cook breakfast, make coffee, whatever, they don't stop you from navigating through the coach. As we come up here to the bathroom, you see we've got one of those pivot kind of doors. Some people like them, some people don't. I think really it's just people just need to get used to them. I think everyone's used to a door that just swings open. You grab the pivot door and you pull on it a little bit different way, and then you get used to it, and then it doesn't bother you anymore. Porcelain foot flush stool next to that linen space there, and this has a bathroom basically modeled after a full-time living luxury Montana. You've got this big triple pane sliding door. There is a little corner seat in there as well. If you need to sit down to bathe, you can kind of see it through the glass. And that's a sealed edge counter right there around that extra large sink. Another cool thing on these Cougars I like to point out, and this is a really good place to be able to see it, is that they have really thick interior walls. It might be why they have a little bit heavier weight tag than some RVs, but there's a little bit more structure kind of holding everything together. Also, another thing I don't talk about enough on these Cougars is they do have a full 2-inch exterior sidewall, not an 1.5 inch, which is more common in this class and category. This was the first generation where they really did all they could to reduce and minimize that little bump at the edge of the bed. It is very minimal. It's not like that big 9-inch ankle break and step of death that used to be there. 60 by 80 queen with very CPAP friendly side stands on either side there, and a big window over here on the campsite, so you can always have a good view of what's going on. This RV does have a 15,000 BTU air. You do have the ability to add a second air conditioner up here if you are so inclined. You just contact our team here at Haylett RV, and we can get you a quote on doing something like that before it ever leaves our facility and make it easy for you. And a quick look at our bedroom storage before we step outside. You've got a triple drawer. That was a combination of door and drawer somehow. I don't even know how I did that. I couldn't do it again if I tried. Triple door closet. There we go. And the mirrors on those doors help the room look and feel larger, by the way. But down below that, you see that we also have a triple drawer dresser. So you've got some pretty good, longer term use storage here. Again, somebody was living in this for a brief period here while their house was being rebuilt. And then the bed lifts up easily with the gas struts, and there is full storage below that guy right there. Down below the master bed and bath there, we have an impressive pass-through compartment. This was actually the first generation of these, this size of Cougar that had the expanded pass-through. You see the brain center for the in-command there, some motion lighting, some TV hookups, and obviously it's easy to get into that compartment with the double magnet holdbacks on those double slam latches. Now, if you're interested in things like the stable step systems that are on the newer Cougars, give us a call down here at Haylett RV or Haylett RV Brokers. That's an easy thing to apply to this RV. That's the kind of stuff that if, I call it screwdriver work. If the only thing stopping you from, buying an RV from us can be boiled down to screwdriver work, you give us a call. That's the kind of thing we can make happen. Automotive painted nose cap, and there's some cool orange LED accent lights on the front of that. And the reason they use orange is because it's DOT approved. So if you happen to leave those running going down the road, you ain't gonna get a ticket from Johnny Law. This does have automatic leveling. That is one of those things that when this was built, it was standard. Then there was a little bit of a brief period where it rolled off of the standard items list on a Cougar. And it's funny. Back on the new Cougars down at Haylett RV today, auto leveling is back, baby. Good look at the other side of that full pass-through, and you can see that enclosed docking station. There's a little solar prep plug there. And down below here, all you really see is a belly enclosure, but these are 0 degree proven. It does have an enclosed underbelly, and it is something that is great for extended season use. This is a good shot of those big panoramic windows there in the slide, and the slide side windows also open for airflow. You can get some sweet breezes in your seating on this one. Ladder's going to take us up to the roof to check that out in just a minute, but first, that 250-pound rated cargo accessory rack on the back here can use, for coolers, for bikes. Small generators can go on there without, causing any sort of structural integrity issues. Obviously, you got to keep them within reason. Some generators can be big old hogs. This thing has a big power awning too that you can control with that one control system. And in a way, it's kind of acting like a free slide awning for us. Also, I want to take a look at something here. Under the corner of the kitchen counter, there's a spot that inside you just can't get to. So instead of waste it, they opened it up outside, which is nice because that's going to be really handy for your picnic stuff. And they're even giving you a handy little, campside cleanup thing here with a full outside utility shower. And that is separate from the full outside utility shower you'd find in the, docking station area of the pass-through compartment. And I almost forgot one of the biggest kind of wow factors over here on the door side of the RV. The full-size camp kitchen that they have over here. And I like, this is hard to do what they did. It's mounted in the slide, and having everything mounted low enough where, it doesn't feel like the grease is going to splatter and cook you in the face and you can actually reach the fridge and that cabinet up there. They did a really good job of it. So now, as originally planned, let's hop upstairs. Now the RV's not that old. It still has all the original factory seals and everything in place. And they still look good. There's a little bit of wintertime storage dust accumulated on the roof here, but overall, Nothing that I think you got to get worked up over. Again, everything here, I don't even think it's at the stage where it needs touch-up beads on the seals. It's fine. You've probably got at least a year, if not more, of other than just routine like washing and conditioning of your roof, which you should always do. When it comes time for like preventative maintenance and upkeep, you probably got more than a year before you even got to start doing any of that. So again, pretty late model here, and that's one of the nice things about getting a late model lower use RV like this, is that you're getting more of the new RV features but more of that used RV price tag, and that's an attractive combination of qualities. So if you like what you see, give us a call here at Haylett RV Brokers, just down the street from our sister store, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Together we have the largest used inventory in the state of Michigan. And if that doesn't work, we've only got about 500 some odd new RV options just down the street. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.